Hello, this is the second video in my little tutorial series here on YouTube. Um, Last video was on functions, so if you haven't watched it, watch it because this video is going to be using stuff that we learned in that video and also in the first video. So if you haven't seen any of these videos, go watch them in order because otherwise a lot of the stuff in this video won't make sense. So let's get into what we're actually going to be talking about today, which is instance.new. And which is what we used in last video, which when we created 10 or 8 new parts right here. But I didn't actually really explain what the heck instance.new does. So what is instance.new? Instance.new is creating a new part through scripts. So we create a new part through this. So actually, let me just delete all this. We don't need it. And so how can you create an instance.new? You can do local and then name your variable. What do you want your variable to be called? It probably makes sense to be like new part or instanced part, and then equals instance.new parentheses, quotations, and then part. Now there's all these different things that you can create a new thing of. There's particle emitter, part operation, mesh part, all sorts of things. But for this example, we're going to be creating a part. If you want, you can create all those other things. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And we're going to say instanced part, which is our variable, dot parent equals game dot workspace. Just like that. And so what this is going to do is oh, I misspelled it. Instanced part.parent. Okay. Oh, and then another thing is when you're coding, you'll need to make sure that everything is spelled exactly how it's supposed to be spelled. Like if I accidentally forget to write a D, this entire thing is not going to work. So make sure you write everything correctly. So what this is going to do is it's going to create a new part with the instance.new. And then it's going to parent, it's going to put the part inside of the game.workspace, which is the game and then the workspace. So let's go ahead and click play. And then, yep, it created a new part. This is the new part that it created, and it put it inside of this. It didn't put it inside of like any of these others, it put it inside of this, because that's where we told it, that's where we parented it to. And so now, this on its own is not super cool. I mean, you know how to instance stuff, right? But, like, what is it? Like, yeah. So, what if we wanted to create 10 parts? We would have to type out it like this. We'd have to type it way too many times. It gets messy. Like, I can't even tell what the heck's going on here. So, what if we want to do that many times? Well, we can just create a function. And let's create we can call it new parts, parentheses, and then enter. And then we can copy this code in here. But I'm going to challenge you, try and write this bit of code, try and type it out on your own without looking at anything. You can pause the video if you want. Alright, you done? Well, I'm going to just paste that in here, make sure to copy it. It needs to be spelled, everything needs to be spelled just how it is right here. And then this isn't actually gonna run because we have to call it. So how do we call it? We just take this and we're gonna type new parts, and we can just do it like this, and now create like 10 parts right there. So let's click play. And yep, it created 10 parts, which is, I don't know about you, but this seems a lot cleaner than just that other thing where we just copy this a bunch of times. Now, what if you want to change the part, like its color? Well, to do that, you're gonna have to like go back and remember what we did in the first video, which we covered like properties and stuff like that. What we're gonna do is gonna type instanced part, the part that we created, and let's change the color. So brick color equals brick color dot, and then what are we gonna create it? We're maybe red. Let's change the color to red. sort of like a kill part. So let's click play. And yeah, 10 red parts have just spawned here. So what this code does is it creates this part. It creates a part, and then it changes that part's color to red, and then we did this 10 times, and that's all this code. So that is instance.new. Join the Discord server. Links in the description. Subscribe, all that good stuff. See you in the next video, which will be probably tomorrow. Goodbye.